Hello, it's Carson here, and I'm finally doing part 2 of my beach house video. Finally, it's been like 3 months. But yeah, I'll be showing you how I built this. I didn't do the interior of the big beach house, but I did for Sherb's house, and I did the exterior, so yeah. So I started off with digging the coconut tree. I wanted to place it somewhere else as I wanted to change the dimensions of the houses just a little bit. I had to pay like an extra 40,000 bells just to move the houses again, but that's okay. I also added like kind of like a space in between, like 4 tile space in between for something I wanted to do. Yeah. Then I placed the mermaid fencing because I thought that would be perfect for the beachy vibes I was trying to give it. And I think it's such a pretty fencing too, so yeah, that's also why. I then went onto my Marson profile, or my beach house profile, and placed the big beach house there. Then the next day, I placed Sherb's house where I wanted to put it. The same day, I decided to remodel the inside of Sherb's house. I didn't really remodel the exterior that much. I did another day because I was thinking I would just keep it pretty much the same, even though I changed my mind after that. But anyways, I tried to give this like a beach house vibe, but also like make it kind of similar to how his house originally was. I originally thought the beach houses would look kind of strange in the fall and winter, but honestly, I don't think it'll look that bad because I live in Canada and we have beach houses here. We experience all 4 seasons, like as in like we get snow and like, you know what I mean? But yeah, I felt like it wouldn't be too weird because, you know, beach houses exist here too. I added a cricket because lazy villagers love bugs, and then I added a blue hyacinth and put the butterfly effect around it. Anyways, as you see me building in the background, I might talk about some other stuff. I will. So I'm actually recording this voiceover on Thanksgiving. Not in the United States, but in Canada. We celebrate Thanksgiving on a different day. I know most countries don't even have Thanksgiving, or at least some don't. We do have Thanksgiving, but it's different than the United States. I don't ever record voiceovers in one day, but I'm currently recording on Thanksgiving. But it usually takes me a few days to do the voiceovers just so I can know what to say and so I can take breaks in between, you know? Yeah, so I might talk about how Thanksgiving went. Yeah, maybe I'll do that tomorrow night. 'Tis now tomorrow night, and I'll be telling you how my Thanksgiving went. The beginning of the day was pretty normal. I woke up, made my bed, and got ready for the holiday. I also played some Animal Crossing, of course. I play it every day. My eldest sister, her husband, and her kids came over at around 4:30 p.m. The kids went through the door one after the other. Right when my nephew got here, he gave me a hug out of nowhere. It warmed my heart so much. I hung out with my family members for a little while before we had dinner. I ate some pumpernickel. It's a snack that I love. The kids were being so cute and funny, I was laughing a lot. Then it was time for dinner. I'm a vegetarian, so my dinner was a bit different than everyone else's, but it was still really good. I had carrots, cauliflower, sweet potato with cinnamon, potatoes, and veggie stuffing. I had both apple pie and pumpkin pie for dessert because I couldn't choose one. After dinner, it was pretty similar to what we did before. I hung out in the living room with my other family members and talked to the kiddos. They made me laugh a lot. They're so cute and silly. My youngest niece also sat on my lap for a while, and we just had silly little conversations. Then it was time for my sister, her husband, my nieces, and nephew to leave. So we said goodbye to them. After that, I had a nap. I napped for about 3 hours or something. I was so tired. I woke up at around 11:59 p.m. and then Thanksgiving was officially over. Now I'm recording this at 12:56 a.m. So yeah, that's how my Thanksgiving went. I hope you enjoyed the story. Sorry if it was boring. So yeah, I don't have anything else to say, but I hope you enjoy the rest of the interior decorating, and I will talk to you soon. But yeah, here you could just see me choosing the outdoor wreath for Sherb's house and just finishing the interior. Here's a quick little tour of the final interior. Although I didn't decorate the interior of Marston's house, sorry, I'm just giggling at the name, I did decide to remodel the exterior of it. I also try to give this beachy vibes because that just makes sense if I'm making a beach house. So yeah, it took me a little while to figure out what combination I wanted to do. I used the default house layout and then I just changed it a little bit. I made it white and blue. I made the mailbox a little bit of a different blue, but I didn't think that really mattered because I wouldn't have the mailbox right by the house anyways. I'm thinking of having a mailbox area somewhere else on the islands, so it doesn't really matter that it doesn't really match. Then the next day, I finally started decorating the outside of the buildings. So I decided to put this small cliff in between the houses so I could add these little building simple panels. There was a lot of trial and error involved, but that's okay. I feel like that's what everyone has to do when they make builds. And pretty much anything. But yeah. I think these simple panel codes are so pretty, and I will put the code in the description in case you want to download it, as well as to give credit to the creator. I'll do that with every other code I use in this build too. I was thinking about adding loft beds to add to the balcony illusion, but I decided to add hedges instead. I then started to add the patio for both the houses. I know it might look a little bit weird in October, but I don't time travel and I really wanted to get this build done. But I think it'll definitely look better in the summer and spring. I'll also change the patio color for for November and for the winter. I'm also planning to make a speed build for Halloween, so hopefully I'll be able to post it before November. Don't mind me here, I was trying to make sure the shell arch was exactly centered. I then added some more items that I thought would look really cute at the beach houses. I think they look pretty good there. I didn't have enough mermaid fencing on this day, and I didn't have enough crafting materials for it, but the next day I did have more mermaid fencing. I crafted a shell wreath for Marson's house. I put it on the ground so Marson could pick it up. Marson is me, just my alter ego, I guess. Then the day after, I put down some flower beds. I couldn't put actual flowers there, obviously, so I thought this would be a cute alternative. As I mentioned earlier, I did have enough mermaid fencing the next day, so I placed the rest down. I then placed down a little bit more furniture. I placed down one shell music box. I didn't have enough crafting materials to craft another yet, but the day after, I did have enough. Wow, the day after, the day after, the day after. Wow. Oh yeah, the day before I removed an incline, so I decided to edit the cliff and then I put a new incline on there after, just because I thought that would look better. If you're wondering about the build right next to this, I am working on a magical forest. I'm not done it yet, but once I do the final island tour, I will show you. But that'll be a while from now, so I might show you earlier than that. To go along with the magical forest vibes right beside it, I decided to add some glowing moss on the path. To make it look a little bit more natural, I decided to add some blue and white flowers along with some wheat fields. I also thought it would be pretty cool because it kind of looks like beach grass. So I put it over here, but I also decided to put it on the beach just because I thought it would look better if I had it on the beach as well. I didn't have as many wheat fields as I wanted, but I did order some more for the next day. I then paid for the incline. Luckily I had enough bells for it. Not in my pockets, but I then got some more out of my ABD. Over here, I was just tidying up the flowers so I could make the field a little bit bigger. It's still tiny, but I wanted to have enough room for the Zen garden I want to have in front of this area. Oh no, I spoiled the build. But yeah, I'm planning on making a Zen garden in front of the beach houses. I don't know when I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna do that at some point, and I'm planning on making a video about that too. In the same video as the Zen garden one, I'm planning to also add something to the beach rock, so that's why it's bare right now. Then I decided to edit the exterior of Sherb's house. I think the reason why I didn't do it the other day is because I thought that it looked beachy enough already, but I decided that I could maybe make it look a little bit better. The day after, the sky was absolutely beautiful, so I just had to take some pictures of it. Look at how pretty it is, oh my gosh. But yeah, this was the final day of doing this build. I was just adding a tiny bit more detail just so I can make it as good as I wanted to make it. I don't think I really succeeded at that because I still feel like I could have made it better. I'm not that proud of it. But let me know what you think if you want. I just had to add gyres too. I love adding gyres to my builds. I think they're just the cutest. Oh my goodness, there is something I didn't mention yet in this video. How did I not mention this yet? Anyways, I am planning to decorate the interior of Marston's house in a different video. I'm not sure when, but maybe it'll be next year. I don't have very many of the items yet, and even then, I might decorate the interior in multiple different videos as well. So in a way, these videos are kind of like a mini video series. I then added some little details like shells and some more weights, and I was soon to be done this build. Then I was done. Here's a quick tour of the final build. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much it for this build and this video. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you all so much, and goodbye!